Hi guys, it's April and I garden down in southeast Nebraska, zone 5B. We have a winter weather advisory right now. We've got maybe a foot of snow and more is coming. So I thought today would be a good day to do more onions. This time I am going to be doing the bunching onions. I'm also gonna use what's left of my bulbing onions and plant them out like bunching onions, just in case these guys back here don't do as well as I want them to do. I have backups ready to put in the ground, or I can just keep them as bunching onions and eat them that way. So I have already moistened the soil. I've put them in the trays. I have these little cube square trays that I'm going to be doing it in. They're dripping water, so don't mind me as I drip water everywhere. And those, once again, are from Bootstrap Farmer. I will link everything that I'm using down below, just in case you guys are interested in any of it. But I like to do it in those trays because since they're bunching onions, they're supposed to grow with a bunch of them bunching together, hence the name bunching onions. So I'll just sprinkle the seeds on the soil and call it good. But I'll show you what I am planning on planting for my bunching varieties. So for my bunching varieties, I have the Issacara. I grew this last year and I really liked it, so I got some more this year. I've got the Feast. I've never tried this before, but I figured I'd give it a go, especially since it was on sale. Sometimes the sales get me. And then I have the Deep Purple, which once again, I grew this last year and really, really liked it. I like to have at least one purple variety and then one regular bunching onion. So those are the three bunching varieties that I'm going to be doing. Of course, then I'm going to pull out my bulbing, the Cabernet, the Candy, the Walla Walla, and then I'm also going to do the rest of both of my celeries because it might be good as a microgreen and I'm gonna try it, so why not? Now these trays I've already, as you saw, I've already pre-labeled. So I've got painter's tape with what variety they are already marked on each of these. I probably shouldn't have used a navy Sharpie marker, but that is what I ended up grabbing. Let me move you a little bit closer to seeing both sides. But for the most part, I'm just gonna be sprinkling the seeds on top of the soil, maybe patting it down a little bit and then calling it good. The first variety I've got is the Feast. And since I'm just gonna use all of it, I'm just gonna try and evenly disperse it across the top of the soil. Might be a little too much, but here we are. So this only has an 80% germination rate, which is another reason why I tend to just throw all of my bunching onions together. Next, we've got the Issacara. Whoop! Okay, so that did not work the way I wanted it to. It all came out at once. Let's see if I can just spread them around a little bit. Next, we've got the Deep Purple. Once again, this is a lower germination rate, so 72%. And now we're into the bulbing onions. Got the Candy. Here is the Walla Walla. We have the Chinese pink celery. And the pink plume. Now I'm going to try and wet them down and put them a little further in the soil, but not much. Now I will put this on the heat mat until I start to see some germination. And once it starts germinating, I will put it under the lights. So that's pretty much all there is to it. I'm doing exactly the same thing I did for the bulbing onions. It'll probably sit on the mat for maybe a day, and then I will start to see some germination. I will throw them under the lights like I did these. I have my onions separated from my celery because the celery takes a little longer, so it needed to be under the humidity dome for longer, which is why the onions are by themselves now and the celery have their own little home. But I will show you the progress of all the little seedlings because it was, a week and a couple days ago that I did these onions and the celery, and I can show you the progress of the lettuce as well if you're interested. So here are the onions. We've got a couple of stalks coming up and going straight, but some of them are going a little weird on me, so we'll see how many actually grow to full onions. It's part of the reason why I am doing the bulk starting as well, just in case. This is the first time I've started onions this way. I've always done it the bulk way. So it's kind of an experiment, but hey, we have at least, I don't know, we've got a decent 6 there, a decent 2, a decent 5, another 2, and then another 3. So that's what, 6, 8, 13, 15, 17, no, 18 onions. But down here, we've got our lettuce that is getting bigger. I'm not sure what's kind of going on with this middle pot. They seem to be stunted for some reason. Treating them the same as the other ones, but this is what we've got. So as you can see through the dome, we've got little celery shoots started. See if we can peek under for just a minute. There are all the little celery babies. And we'll see if we can actually get them to grow outside this year. I will definitely keep you updated on the progress of the bunching onions. I will let you know as soon as I start seeing sprouts. I have an Instagram account that I might update before I do YouTube, but sometimes I'm doing both simultaneously, so there's that. But once again, that's pretty much all I'm going to be starting today. We're still about 12 weeks out from my last frost date. I think I might try doing foxglove a little bit earlier this year, so maybe next week I'll be starting some of those. I don't know yet. I haven't decided how I want to maybe reconfigure a few things and experiment with flowers, because I haven't done a lot of indoor growing of flowers. I usually just throw them out into the soil and hope for the best, and for the most part that does work, but I haven't ever successfully gotten my foxglove to actually grow and flower. And I know it's more of a biannual, so you're just gonna get greens the first year, but I haven't even gotten those to a decent size outside, so I don't even know if the ones I put outside last year are even good. So I'm gonna be playing around with flowers. All that to say that I hope to see you guys again in another video, and I heart your beautiful faces. Bye.